Hi, this is Heather, also known as Heathwitch, and I'm back with another Witch Casket unboxing video. Witch Casket is a UK company that offers a subscription box service for anyone interested in witchery. And this is the October 2019 box. This is actually my second Witch Casket box. The September 2019 box was a delight, so I'm hoping for good things when I come to open this box. Let's do it. Okay, so the information guide tells me that this is a Samhain themed box. Trying to hold this so that it doesn't attract reflection from the lights, but we'll see how we get on. This is an October themed a Samhain themed box, which is entirely appropriate for October, given that we have Samhain, Halloween, and a whole variety of spiritual, religious, and cultural festivals, all related to death and the ancestors at the end of October. Astrological Samhain is actually on November the 7th this year. So this whole time period while the veil is getting thin is just so atmospheric and poignant and important to so many people. So let's have a look what's inside the box. There is a list of contents on the back here, but I don't want to look at that immediately. I want to just see what's in the box. So, oh great, let me put the box to one side so that we get a better view of what's what. So the first thing is this lovely, oops, try and get a better view. There we go. This lovely artwork, again by Tea Cake Art. I really liked the art that was in last month's box, and I'm really excited about this one because look, there's a pumpkin, and pumpkins are one of my favourite things in the world. And of course we have a crescent moon and a broomstick and what looks to be a potion and a mojo bag or a spell pouch of some kind, or an offering bag. I really like this one. This is going to go straight up on my wall after this video. I really like it. This is exactly my kind of ethos. And look, all these oranges and greens. Orange is one of my favourite colours. So yeah, this is just so me. So that's great to begin with. And then we have, is this more artwork? Yeah, more artwork. This is an illustration by Illustralaxi. Yeah. This to me just speaks of the ancestors. This speaks to me of how, you know, once our ancestors held us physically in their hands and now they hold us in a more energetic and spiritual sense. The fact that we hold them in our genes and our lineages and in our hands as well, you know, for anyone who has got any mementos or ashes or anything else related to their ancestors. This is such a lovely and evocative piece of artwork. I really like it. I love the symbolism here. This is actually going to go on my ancestors' altar, I think, to remind me of the connection that we all have, and that my actions are carrying the traditions and the lineages and the legacy of my ancestors as much as they're carrying my own actions. So this is a lovely piece of artwork. Okay. We have another Witch Casket sticker. I wonder if these are in every box, because if they're in every box, I'm going to be sticking them everywhere rather than just holding on to them. I can actually start, you know, like using them on things, which would be grand. So, first thing out of the box is an empowerment elixir kit. Includes everything you need to create your own magical empowering potion / elixir. Let's take a look. Now, last time I looked at everything and then opened it all up separately, as you'll see in my previous video, which I will link down below, but this time I'm going to open as we go. Oh gosh, I can smell this. Oh, lovely. Great artwork here. I love this whole subdued black and white ethos they've got going on. The last box was all a very delicate shade of blue, and it just the way it was presented and carried through was so fantastic and so well thought out and cohesive. I was really impressed. But yeah, I love this. I love this. The simplicity of this artwork and how stark it is. So what's it say on the back? Empowerment elixir. You will need meadowsweet, basil, pomegranate peel, water, and full moon. Okay, cool. So this is obviously the pomegranate peel. Love the fact that these are biodegradable bags. As I mentioned that last time. Fill a glass jar or bottle with as much water as you need. Add into the water a tablespoon each of meadowsweet, basil, and pomegranate peel as you use these ingredients. ... This is a lovely elixir. I love the smell that's coming out of here, actually. So I would say that this is, I'm probably going to get this wrong. Let's just have a quick smell to see if I can get it right. I would say this is the basil. And that this is the meadowsweet. And I'm fairly certain I'm right with that. And Witch Casket always do a really nice quantity of herbs when they do their empowerment kits or spell pouches or whatever. We had a spell pouch last time, so the fact that this is an elixir kit is quite a nice change up. I like the fact that it's an empowerment elixir. That's so appropriate for this time of year, because even if you are a more experienced practitioner, there are all times when we need a bit of empowerment. And if you are someone who's come new to witchcraft and this is your first Witch Casket, then at Samhain, you know, those the early days of stepping out on a witch's path need a lot of bravery and a lot of empowerment, and sometimes it's really difficult to find that when you're a newcomer to something, because it can be so scary. And I'm not saying it's not scary and that you don't need bravery when you are a more experienced practitioner, because of course there's times when we need that. You know, if the witch's path had no risk in it at all, then I would argue that it's not a witch's path. There's always some modicum of risk or unsettlement or the unknown. You know, we deal with energies that are outside of ourselves and within ourselves, and those can be quite terrifying from time to time. So, you know, an empowerment elixir is a fantastic idea. So, next up, pumpkin spice tea. Oh my gods. Black tea, apple and orange and rose hip pieces, hibiscus and calendula and sunflower petals, cinnamon, natural flavours, organic compliant. I love this. I am so in love with this. I can't drink coffee. So whenever I see people talking about pumpkin spice lattes, I feel a bit left out. And I have been meaning to try a pumpkin spice tea instead, but I have just not made the time to actually sit down and go, okay, so what's in a pumpkin spice latte versus what's in what would be pumpkin spice tea. So the fact that I now have a pre-made pumpkin spice tea sachet means that I can actually try this and see if I will actually like it, because I've never had a pumpkin spice latte because allergies. And oh good, it's loose. It's loose. Most of my tea is loose in this household, and I'm a big fan of loose tea because you can make it as strong or as weak as you like. It's and there's little to no words, Heather. waste afterwards. You know, it's all compostable. It's not like you've got a tea bag which has got potentially plastic in it. It's not like you've got a tea bag to dispose of. You can just dump the whole thing into your composter and have done. So I am looking forward to this very, very much. And I'll probably sneak one of these in later. Oh, right, okay. This box is officially awesome, and I've not even got to the rest of it yet. Okay, next up is an empowerment crystal set. I'm sensing a theme here. Let's see if we can get inside this. I know I said the theme was Samhain, but I could have misread it. It might be empowerment, and if it is empowerment, well, regardless of if it's Samhain or empowerment, it's going to be absolutely awesome. Oh God, this bag is really thick. It's not a cheap, you know, you get some pouches and bags for spell bags, and they're very, very thin material. This is actually quite a thick velvet type fabric. It's lovely. And what have we got in here? Oh, okay. So, right. We've got a nice little, in fact, I'll put them on top of the pouch so you can see them rather than trying to discern them from my crazy tarot cloth background here. So, some of these I know and some of them I don't, but we do have a little card here that will tell us. And of course I know Tiger's Eye and Green Aventurine. But we also have multi-banded agate, which is here. We have now, I would say this is the leopard skin jasper, because you've got these little rosettes like on leopard skin, even though they're not the same colours as a leopard. You have all these little, I don't know if you can see all these little rosettes like you get on a leopard's fur. And then here is the silver leaf jasper, which I have not come across this before. I've come across all of these stones in the past. In fact, I have a piece of the multi-banded agate on my bedside altar. It's a grey banded agate, actually, rather than multi. But it's a lovely soothing stone in that instance. This one is good for protection and grounding. And actually, it does say insomnia and bad dreams, which is one of the reasons I keep my grey banded agate on my bedside altar. I have a selection of stones on there for insomnia and bad dreams, because I suffer from both of them from time to time. But back to the silver leaf jasper, which I've not come across this before. This is such a beautiful stone. Beautiful markings. Look at this. Wow. I really, really like this. Balance, grounding, stability and willpower. Could do with that at the moment. Yeah, definitely the willpower bit. Because I've got some projects that have just begun that I need to actually really get my head down and, you know, dedicate myself more fully to. And establish daily routines and things to get them done. So that will come in immensely at the moment. The leopard skin jasper is for change, forgiveness, insecurity, anger management. Anger management, yeah. We all need that from time to time. I am a redhead, so that should tell you everything about my anger management skills. Enough said. Green Aventurine, success, good fortune, prosperity, independence. These are lovely sized stones as well. And Tiger's Eye, confidence, charisma, power, integrity. Look at the flash on this though. Wow. I mean, a lot of people discount Tiger's Eye because it is such a common stone. It is so popular and it is found in a lot of crystal kits and in a lot of top 10 crystals lists, and it's earned its place there. That's the thing. It is a really powerful, beautiful stone. And a lot of people discount it because they think, you know, something that's a bit rarer will do me a better job, so to speak. And actually, you know, don't discount what gifts you're being given from Mother Nature. And I mean, yeah, there's a whole load of ethics and politics around crystal mining and humanitarian issues and all that kind of stuff, which at some point I will sit down and write a blog post about in relation to my practices and feelings as a witch and as a human being. But that's not for this video. And oh god, yeah, these stones are just so pretty. I love the sparkles. Look at them. It's like a miniature galaxy in there. Isn't that pretty? And yes, to anyone who's watching, I do have short nails. Very short nails. Lots of reasons for that. Both practical and otherwise. I love that. I love these. I am going to be charging and using these straight away. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Can I get that in there and still pull it? Just to keep them together. Okay, so next up is another pouch. Pentacle altar tile. That's what it says. Now, a lot of people have an altar tile on their altars, funnily enough. There is a pentacle. Again, a really thick quality bag here. Oh, lovely. So this feels like some kind of stone, possibly. It's like a coaster almost, that you can put your mug of tea down on. And it's got a vela back so that it's not going to scratch a surface and it's going to keep steady. So if you put stuff on it, you know it's not going to move. Altar tiles are used by some practitioners as a charging point or a focal point for their spell work. So for instance, if I was going to be charging the empowerment pouch, I could put the whole pouch with the crystals in it, or one crystal at a time, or an assortment of crystals, however I wanted to do it, on top of the charging pentacle here, and have that as a place where I would then hold my hands over to imbue with energy, or place out in the light of the moon or the sun or whatever. And the idea is that over time your altar tile resonates with your energy and picks up any residual energy so that it becomes a source of its power in its own right. Fantastic addition to this box. I really, really love it. I don't know if I would use it as an altar tile though. I already have one that's wooden that I have been using since the mid-90s. I had to think about that then. Since the mid-90s. And I don't know if I would replace it. I might use this as a secondary, or what I probably will do, thinking about it, is this is probably, hopefully, the right size to go into my travel altar kit. And if I wanted to, I could add it to that. If I have no use for it and I decide I'm not going to use it instead as a coaster, I might gift it to a friend, because it is a rather lovely tile. I love this scroll work around here. Beautiful. I'm really happy with that. I will find a use or gift it or something, I am sure. So next out of the box is a bottle, an empty bottle with frog's breath written on it. It's quite a lot. Nice size bottle here. It's virtually the length of the box. Now, I'm guessing you could put a magical oil in this if you wanted to. Sorry, I'm not very good at keeping things in lens at the minute. You could put magical oil in here if you wanted to, or you could put your favourite tipple in here for parties and things. That would be quite entertaining. Yeah, I love this label and the artwork on here with the skull and the bat wings and the spider and the lit candles and such. This is quite cute. I could quite honestly see me having a little selection of these if there were more than one lined up in my altar space. This amuses me greatly. I mean, I know there's a lot of witches out there who kind of turn the nose up at anything that kind of plays on the concept of the witch, or the stereotypical concept of the witch, or the stereotypical concept of Halloween. And I think, you know, there's room for joy and levity and jollity in the craft as much as there is for seriousness. And it's a case of knowing, you know, which is appropriate when. The only time this sort of thing really bothers me is when something is advertised as for witches and then you find out they actually mean, oh, it's all based around Harry Potter. That's the only time that sort of thing bothers me. But, you know, the rest of the time, if we're going to do a play on the stereotype of the witch, or, you know, the concept of Halloween or something like that, and it's meant in fun and in jest and not meant to hurt people, then I'm all for it. So yeah, this is very cute. Next, oh, we have a pin. We have a pin, ladies and gentlemen, we have a pin. I don't know if pins are a regular thing in Witch Casket. There was one in the last box. I love enamel pins. I have a fetish for them, in fact. You know, not in any weird way, but I absolutely adore enamel pins and I love collecting them. One of my weaknesses is enamel pin Kickstarters. Put your teeth in. Enamel pin Kickstarters. That's one of my weaknesses. Because you find all kinds of limited edition pins there and stuff. This is Resting Witch Face. I actually have a t-shirt with this phrase on that I got from Tea Turtle several years ago, but now I have a pin, which means I can also wear this at other points when I'm not wearing the shirt. So that's fantastic. Oh, look at that cute skull on the back of there. Oh, rocking. This is virtually over the nose. That amuses me. Next, Trick or Treat, vegan Belgian chocolate, dark chocolate, cocoa mass, cocoa butter, blah, 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 natural vanilla, minimum 55% cocoa solids, may contain traces of milk, peanuts, hazelnuts and other nuts, blah, blah, blah. Right, that will be husband very happy. Again, chocolate I'm currently not eating because allergies, and this will make him very happy. I might as well pass it on and let him have a nibble, or I can pass it on to a good witchy friend who loves dark chocolate, so it won't go to waste. And I like the fact that we do have, you know, the concept of trick or treat, Samhain. This is obviously the treat element, which is lovely. Okay. Oh, cute. This looks like a... Oh, it's magnetised. Don't know if you can see. There's little magnets here. So it snaps together. Yeah. And this is obviously... I think this is going to be an incense stick holder. Now, this is for short sticks, obviously. So let me just pop that there. I do actually have, just within reach, some short incense sticks. Let's just have a look-see. Almost. These almost go in. Now, I know that these are longer incense sticks than a lot of short brands, so that does not concern me. But yeah, I have got some shorter ones still in the other room, so I'm confident that those will fit in here. I love this wooden effect on the top. This is quite lovely. And I am sure that I have got some incense sticks somewhere that will fit this lovely container. That's quite nice indeed. Bit of dust on it, but yeah. How lovely is that? I'm quite impressed, you know, because there's some subscription boxes that I've had in the past that have not necessarily been, that have not been witch related, that, you know, have had, you know, they've had like a main item in the box and then everything else, you can tell they've ploughed all their money into this main item and that everything else is tat. And you're like, why did I get this box? If I just wanted the main item, I would have gone out and bought the main item separately without paying over the overheads for the box, you know, through the nose for it, for all the other supposed goodies. But so far, you know, I am actually enjoying what's in this. So, you know, that's good. Miniature spell candles. Fantastic. From lots of things, these are black. Tie in with Samhain, definitely. Let's have a look inside here. Da, da, da. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miniature spell candles. Let's just grab one and pull it out. They're about a finger length, so yeah, good for quick spells. Black, is it over dyed? No, it looks like it's solid all the way through, which is nice because, yeah, it's really hard. She says getting waxed under her nails now. It's really hard to get decent solid candles, solid colour candles at a decent price. I know I'm repeating myself a lot from my previous video. I do not mean to be. It's just that a lot of these thoughts for me are very similar. Those can go in my spell supplies because all my other black candles are not that small. So these will be good for quick spells on the move. Again, a good size to go in a travel altar kit as well. Quite delighted with those. I love this artwork. It looks very similar to the pentacle tile that we had earlier, so I'm wondering if it's the same artist or it's similar style anyway. But it you know, it brings everything together in a cohesive way, and I like that. I really do like that. And the standard candle warning on the back about burning flames and animals and children and all of that. And don't leave candles unattended, of course. And always make sure that they are secure. And always make sure that your hair is not going to drop into the candle flame, as has happened to me in the past. That was entertaining. Okay. Incense sticks, long ones. Wizard's Spell, these are called. 15 sticks. And I'm wondering what they smell like. Don't know if it says anything. It doesn't seem to say anything on the box about you know, whether it's a particular scent other than the fact that they are Wizard's Spell. Incense sticks are always useful because you can use them for so many things. You can use them just as like background to scent the air. You can use them in rituals and spells for specific things. You can use them to consecrate space, to bless space, to cleanse it. This is where small nails do not help, trying to get into things. Here we go. Ba, ba, ba. She says, trying to grip it. There we go. You know, and they can be quite inobtrusive. You know, people see you burning incense, doesn't broadcast the fact that you're a witch. You know, so slightly floral from what I can smell. A little earthy as well. It'll be interesting when I burn those to see what they smell like, but I will enjoy them regardless. I've always got scented candles, incense sticks, aromatherapy oils. I do not seem to have the words today. I think that might be because I have used most of my words up writing blog posts and stuff prior to this video. I'm working on a new book as well. So, yeah, nicely done. Incense sticks, 15 of them. Ah, there we go, patchouli. So yeah, floral and earthy. Just spotting it now. Floral and earthy, yeah. And, you know, patchouli is up there with sandalwood as a really good common ground scent, if you like. It's one of those scents that you can burn virtually for any purpose and you'll get the job done. And, you know, it's fairly inoffensive because people will pick out the floral notes, or people will pick out the earthy notes, and people will tend to enjoy it. So if you are burning it in a space where there's other people around you, you know, then quite lovely. I do like a bit of patchouli, actually. Right, just coming to the end of the box now from the looks of things. This looks like a keyring of some form. Nice organza baggie. And what do we have here? We have, I'm trying to do it without the glare, failing miserably, obviously. Oh, wow. Spooky black witch's cat. Now, I actually have a living, breathing witch's black cat. She does not tend to look as wide-eyed as this one. But she has got the I am the boss, don't mess with me look down rather perfectly. No pun intended. Quite a cute little keyring. Oh, hocus pocus. So is this meant to be Binks then from the film? Or is this just playing on the concept of witches and black cats and it's all a bit of hocus pocus? I like this. It's plastic. It's not going to break easily from the feel of things. I have too many key rings already. You know, I leave the house and I have got a car key and my house key and a couple of other keys on there, and then about 600 bazillion key rings. So this is something I'm really going to have to sort out if I want to bring this one into play. Oh, but it's so cute. Look at that. Can I get this any better? Any closer to the camera? There we go. There you go. Isn't that cute? Scrawny. Perfect kind of familiar though. Again, no pun intended. And then finally, from the looks of things, yeah, finally we have a Witch Casket scroll, which I believe appears in every box. I love how this has all been black and orange. Last time it was black and blue, but not like a steak. And this time it's black and orange, which is entirely appropriate for Samhain. Making a hash of this, but never mind. Here we go, and witchy tips. Oh, wonderful. So these are just some basic quick tips to bring a bit of magic into your life. Things like wash the doorways to your home with warm water and a few drops of peppermint oil. When stirring drinks, stir them certain ways to attract or banish. Store any unused magical tools by wrapping them in a black cloth. Yeah and no, depends on the tool. Burning white candles whenever you have guests will help cleanse and purify. Yeah, I do things like that. Whenever we've got guests, I will burn incense or candles or essential oils, or I will have, you know, I will have spritzed the room in advance with vibrational essences or something like that to encourage peaceful and enjoyable relations with the guests. And there's been from time to time, obviously having a problem with getting my teeth in today with my words, from time to time I will choose dishes so that the magical properties of certain foods can be activated and used intentionally, if you like. So, you know, if we're feeding someone who's sick, I might pick ingredients that have got healing properties, or I might, you know, if we're feeding someone who has been around sick people, has been caring for sick people, I might choose ingredients that are strengthening and fortifying, so that they've got a bit of magical oomph behind them. And you know, it's just something that I tend to do instinctively now, you know, and I enjoy doing it. And, you know, to them it's a nice dish. Sometimes I will say, you know, do you mind that I put magic in this? There's certain people who prefer me not to choose foods magically for them, and so I don't. But yeah, so going back to here, we've got some work on sigil magic and selenite and ginger. Yeah, ginger for faster results. Geez, yeah, it's really like an accelerant. It's fantastic. So this can obviously get flattened. It's an A4 sheet. You can flatten this so that it doesn't curl anymore and put it in your book of shadows if it will fit, or you can glue it in or whatever. That's quite a nice, I've got it upside down now. It's quite a nice addition. Again, we had one in the previous box, so I'm hoping that this is also a regular thing, like the enamel pins. So going back to the list of items, so we've got Witch Casket exclusive, potion bottle, slate altar tile, that was the word I was looking for, slate, empowerment crystal set, empowerment elixir set, resting witch face enamel pin, hocus pocus keyring, witchy tips parchment scroll, chocolate bar, black wooden, oh, it's an altar box. Okay, so I thought it was for incense. It's an altar box. Yeah, you could put small items in there. In fact, what it would be really, really good for, and this is probably what they are thinking, is if you've got small, very small crystals or tumblestones or magical ingredients and things that you need empowering and hurry, you could put them in here and have them charging in your on your altar. Or you could also use it to contain ingredients for a specific spell while you're working on it, and then empty them into your spell pouch, whatever, later on. I'm surprised I didn't think of that before, but there again, my brain said incense stick holder, and that's where it went. Probably because of the carving on the top, because it's very common to see that on incense stick boxes. But yeah, love the sound of that as an altar box. Loose leaf tea by Tea Cakes of York. Great. Right. If it's nice, I know where I'm going for more then. Wizard's spell incense sticks, spell candles, and 2 art prints, which were fantastic. teacakeart.com. Illustraxy.com. Not sure how to pronounce it. Please reuse or recycle all packaging. Did you know the organza bags we use in our packaging make for great charm spell bags? Yes, I did. Proud to be vegan friendly. Now, the previous box, I ranted a little bit about the packaging materials in the box because there is this stuff. And a friend of mine commented on my blog and told me that there's a way of actually identifying whether these are biodegradable or not. So what I'm going to do is, I said that I would check this out when I get my next box, which I've obviously received now, and I didn't realise these were in it because obviously just opened it. So what I will do is I'm going to go back to my blog, look at her instructions for how to identify whether these are biodegradable or not, carry that testing out, and then when I receive my November Witch Casket box and do the unboxing video for that, I can update you all as to the results. hopefully we will bear some fruit with that, and it will be all lovely. So yeah, that is my Witch Casket unboxing video for October 2019. Very excited about the items in here. I'm going to go back to the crystals pouch because I'm loving these. They're really singing to me. Really, really singing to me. Look, I can hardly fit them in my hand, look. They're so lovely. And they're thrumming. And the flash on this is amazing. Look at that flash, look at it. God. Now, if this had been a piece of labradorite, I probably would have, you know, and it had a similar flash, that would have been me several octaves higher, but still. Very, very pleased with this box. So lovely to have empowerment and a bit of fun, some tricks, some treats, and some lovely items in here. So yeah, you've impressed me again, Witch Casket. Very, very pleased. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, hit the like button, please subscribe and share if you wish. And hopefully next time I come to make a video, I will have my teeth in and be able to speak properly. So thank you for putting up with me and my little, my lack of words for today. Not very good, is it? Have a blogger and a writer without her words in today, but never mind. Everyone has days like this. I am obviously having one. And yeah, keep well, keep smiling, and thank you for watching my video. Many blessings. Bye.